SHOT Show 2026. I did not go, but of course I followed some of the news, and here are some things that I found interesting. First up is this Inglis 2035. They're calling it a modernized high power, but this really looks like a CZ Shadow to me. You look at the grip, the parts of the grip that are straight and checkered, and then just the overall shape of it really says CZ Shadow to me. So the Shadow and the high power, I love them both. I've got an Inglis high power review coming too, by the way, but I'm curious to find out about this. What is actually inside it? What are the internals? Are they CZ or Browning? And what magazines does it take? I've read that it takes 15-round magazines. The Mechgar magazines for the Browning high power are now 15 rounds, so it could be that. The standard CZ Shadow magazine is 17 rounds, but the Shadow Compact takes 15-round magazines. So anyway, curious to see exactly what this is. It could be a nice kind of budget CZ Shadow or Browning high power or whatever. The most interesting gun coming out is the Rideout Arsenal Dragon. This is something that's truly different and innovative. It's got features like, they call it a lever delayed blowback operation. It's somewhat comparable to the roller delayed mechanism of an MP5. It's got an extremely low bore axis, just very interesting, and it uses Springfield Echelon mags. That was a nice call because hopefully that means it's not some, weird proprietary magazine that you're not going to be able to find in 3 years. Now, this thing is very expensive, $3,600 MSRP, but, that's cheaper than a Laugo Alien anyway. Don't know if I'll ever actually get my hands on one of these, but really cool. Next, interesting to me is the Metal HD series for the M&P pistols. It's nice to have that steel frame option in an M&P. I almost bought a Canik Rival S just to get that steel frame competition style gun, but the Rival line has kind of a big grip for me. I much prefer the M&P grips. And the triggers in M&Ps, if you put an Apex trigger in them, they're the best you can get in a striker-fired platform. It's a pretty cool option. I like this year's metal version much better than last year's Spec 5, this kind of racer gun-looking thing. However, at about the price of 2 regular polymer-framed M&Ps, probably will not get one of these. Next are some sights from Holosun, pistol red dots. So they've got the 507 Promax coming out, which is an even bigger red dot than the 507 Comp. And they've got the 407 Comp coming out too, which is pretty interesting to me. It has just a 6 MOA red dot. I really like that size. Both of the window and the dot, I like the size of them. Here's a little graphic made by Redditor Katana Clan. Thank you, sir. Showing you kind of, SRO versus 407, 507 Comp, and Promax. I think the 507 Comp size, that's a really nice size. I don't think I personally need to go as big as the Promax, but a little comparison for you here for you to see. Then in the Nope department, we've got this new Keltec PR-3AT. It's a tiny 380 with the magazine is built into the gun, and you have to load it with stripper clips, or I guess single load. But anyway, if you want this category of gun, just buy a Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. Trust me. Next, we have some of these new lever action rifles released by Henry. This is the SPD Predator. I don't know, guys. This tactical lever action kind of gun with an MSRP of over $2,500. Just not interested at all. What do you guys think? What did you see? What did you like? What did you not like? Let me know in the comments. Thanks.